Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this Gallifreyan design. It was done using Loren Sherman's fan-made Gallifreyan script, which uses a combination of dots and lines on these four stems to make the consonant. And vowels are these smaller circles, and they kind of change depending on what stem they're in. So this is kind of like an overview where if this is the word circle, this is where they'd be relative to that, and if this is the consonant stem circle, this is where they'd be relative to that. And put together, it looks kind of like this. So this is like an E by itself, right on the line of the word circle. This is an E right in the middle of this deep divot or B stem. This is an E right in the middle of a circle within a circle, or J stem. So this is like the line of that word circle, and this is that E right in the middle of it. And then here's the T stem, or shallow divot, which is a 50% or less completed arc taken out of our word circle with the E in it. And then our last stem is a TH stem here, which is a circle, a completed circle on the line of our word circle. So word circle, circle on the line. Here's an E in the middle of that. So this is E, B, E, J, E, T, E, T, H, E, similarly for the rest of the vowels. Anyway, let's get to the actual design now that we've talked about how to make our consonants and vowels. So first things first, this is set up pretty typically. It's just bottom counterclockwise, chain of circles hanging out inside our double sentence circle. So this double line here, this line around the outside, and this one with the divots in it, those are the sentence circles. They just hold the sentence. Yeah. And here's the bottommost word of our sentence circle. So like if this is the bottom, this is the bottommost word, so you do this word, then this word, then this word. So anyway, this word, its first letter, the bottommost letter, is this CH, because it is a deep divot with two dots. One dot, two dots. The dots can be whatever size, on the line of the stem, outside the stem, whatever. As long as they're closest to that stem, it works. And then this thing is an O. It's a smaller circle, so it's a vowel, and it's hanging out towards the middle of the word circle on the line of the consonant stem. So here's like that deep divot O. And in this design, something I commonly do is I erase this like line where it would go through, just because it gets it kind of busy, especially if this is going to be a stencil or something. I like to have as little picking out of tiny, tiny things as possible. So anyway, CHO, continuing on, here's a shallow divot, so it's this stem, 50% or less completed with one line, two lines, three lines ending on it. So that's an S. Continuing around, here's an E hanging out on the line of the word circle, so by itself like that. And then last but not least, we have an N, which is a complete circle inside a word circle with one line coming from it. Now, even though it passes over the line right here, that doesn't count. It only counts if it ends on that line. So CHOSEN is our first word chosen. Continuing around, here's our next word. Here's the bottom of the sentence circle. Here's our first letter. It is an O. It's a little vowel hanging inside our word circle, so like this, O. Then we have a deep divot. It's more than 50% completed. It starts to kind of like turn back in on itself with 1, 2, 3 lines on it, making that an F. So yeah, the lines, they can be curved, they can be straight, whatever. Well, these are still curved, but yeah, they can bend. Anyway, of, and then our last word here, here's the bottom of it. It's a vowel, it's a smaller circle outside our word circle. It's an A because it's outside. Continuing around, here's a deep divot with nothing on it, that's a B. Here's a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots, shallow divot, 3 dots, R. Here's an A hanging outside the word circle. Now, A's and E's are hard to tell apart if they're on T-stems or shallow divot. But A's, if you were to continue around the word circle, A's are outside of where the word circle would be. E's are on the line or inside where that word circle would be. So here is where this word circle would continue around to, and A is outside of that. So A, continuing around, here is a circle on the line of our word circle, so it's this stem, with one line, two lines ending on it. Now these lines are kind of sneaky because they're big. Kind of weird how you can make big things sneaky. Anyway, 1, 2 lines on that makes that an X. And then we have an A, which A's are only inside the stems if it's a TH stem, because you can tell it's still outside our word circle. So A, outside our word circle. A, and then last but not least, we have a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines on it. Yeah, this looks like it's a circle. That's because it's a curved line. And it ends here and it ends here. So 1 ending, 2 endings, and then the 3rd line. 1, 2, 3 lines makes that an S. So A, B, R, A, X, A, S. Chosen of abraxas. Whee! And I could put like an exclamation point here, which would be 3 dots here. But, or a period. But anyway, it doesn't there's no punctuation here. It's just a sentence. Anyway, yep, that is that design. Woo!